Ready, are you? Let's go. Welcome to Preston Point Reserve here, home of the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. We got game 2 for the day, Victoria versus Victoria A semi-final. Winner will play the winner of the South Australia versus Western Australia game. So this is 1v4, Victoria finishing on top of the ladder and Victoria A finishing on the bottom. My name's Pete Greenhalgh. I'm joined by Shendell Oliver. Shendell, we just had a treat of a game this morning and now we got another one.
I know, it's just a great day for lacrosse, Pete. Get around as much lacrosse as you can. I say it all the time. Play as much as you can, watch as much as you can, breathe it, live it, love it. And game 2, and we've still got 2 more to go after. 3 more to go after.
Yeah, so big day of lacrosse coming your way, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. As the teams just line up in the middle, the referees will tell them, let's have a good game, let's go for the ball, no silly duffer moves. And yeah, there you go, Ricky Smithson just holding the ball up. This is what we're playing for, boys. I've heard a few of those statements from Rick out in the middle. So, Shendell, what do you got for us today? Who are we looking out for?
I really am enjoying watching Tonelli in the face-off of Victoria. I think he's been really dynamic. Interesting to see Victoria look to be starting the keeper Strews, so I don't think he played yesterday.
No, he didn't play yesterday, but he is one of my favourites, Lincoln Strews, one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet, and also was one of those young fellas that played in Korea in the under-16 Australian Sixers team.
Yeah, and I think Hamish McGee's certainly going to have impact on the offense for Victoria. For Victoria A, I'm really excited to see today what Hall is going to do. Mm-hmm. He is... Every Hall that plays lacrosse is just an offensive threat. So I'm so excited to see what moves he's got in his back pocket today. And also number 5, Dale Seeger, the defender. I think he's going to be a player to watch. But here we go. Tonelli on cue, wins that ball out of the face and just going to start the offensive set for Victoria. I want to know, I do wonder if, given it's a Vic v Vic competition today, if Vic are just going to chill, like the Vic Blue team are going to chill a bit and just use this to just get some reps in, or if they're really going to go hard here to practice all their sets for tomorrow. I would be reluctant to show him all my cards if I was their coaching staff.
Big shot there by Flynn Crawford. Saved, though, by Assad. Assad was good yesterday. These two teams did play yesterday, Shendell, and Victoria come up with the chocolates. So you would expect that would happen again, the Vic A team being a lot younger and less experienced than the Blues.
Yeah, either way, it's a Vic win, really.
That's right. Lacrosse Victoria will be the real winner today.
Yeah, and bringing this second team along, this developing team.
Another shot there. Just goes wide, backed up by number 7, Max McCard.
Yeah, having the second developing team here, so good for them, just to get some exposure to the high performance and prepare them for, future Victorian teams. So I think great job for Victoria and South Australia as well, who've brought second teams or developing teams over.
Ball moving around. Newbury gets his hands free and shot, but Assad, great save from him. He's having a good start to the day. Now Victoria A need to clear. They didn't do this very well yesterday, but looks like today they're much more dialed in. Bringing the ball down, ends with Tarshis. No. I'm looking at the wrong page.
List,
yeah. Zemenchev. I think I had, in my game yesterday, I had them on the other side.
Yep, that happens, Pete.
But no, this young fella, Ryder Thomas, he was good yesterday. And he looks to take on a short stick. Ball goes down to X. Ends with Bailey Nichols. He was also good yesterday. Nichols gets inside, gives the ball up to Butler. Butler now just wearing some pressure from the long pole. Goes behind to Spittle. I think Spittle's got a different helmet on. He had a chrome helmet on last night.
Oh, see, this is what happens. You get used to the players and they change something, their hair, their helmet. They're chameleons, these players.
Thomas back down to Spittle. Nichols, I think he almost spent it before he had it. Just got a little shove in the back, but play on, let the boys play. And the shot clock, Shendell, a new addition to this age group. A lot of the boys wouldn't have played with it before. and Victoria doing a great job to keep the white team using every single second.
Yeah, so they've got 80-second shot clock in the offense, both teams. So you can see Victoria have already transitioned down with 72 seconds to go. So 72 seconds to get the ball in the back of the net. If they hit the keeper or the keeper makes a save and then it goes out of bounds, they get a reset of 80 seconds again.
Buchanan drives on the shorty, turns back inside, looks up to Jewel. Jewel down to Marcard. Marcard gets it to Garnsworthy. Oh, got his hands free, McGee. McGee scored the first 3 goals of the game yesterday.
Yep.
So they'll be looking to shut him out of the game.
Yeah, he's been good all week, McGee.
Garnsworthy bringing the ball in after backing that shot up. Goes left, goes right, goes left again. Tries to get Jewel at the top. Jewel gets caught up by a defence. And the shot from Buchanan is saved and goes back to X. Mustn't have been saved because the shot clock hasn't been reset, but it was obviously knocked down. Buchanan with the ball. Gets it to Jewel. Jewel has a shorty. Short stick defenders for Vico have been really good. Ball moving across. There he is. That's a great cut there by Max Marcard. Good lefty cut. And he was found by a beautiful feed, Shandell.
Yeah, on the stick, just absolutely on the money, that feed. And he didn't even need to take a cradle. He was just able to catch it and release it straight away and move the goalie. So goalie was off his line and stick that one behind the keeper, which I think is Assad, yeah?
Assad, yeah. Deuce Assad.
Yeah, cool name.
Yeah.
Deuce. Love that. Is it Juice or Deuce? I don't know, but...
Okay, let us know, please.
Dace.
Deus.
We've got correction here from the Vic A crowd, and we appreciate that.
Yes, we do like to get the names right, Shandell. So, Deus Assad. Ball goes out of bounds. No, it's kept in and then off a Vic A foot. That's going to go the way of Victoria. That's very smart play by Garnsworthy. Really good smart play to flick that back onto the Vic A player. Crawford gets it over to Lure, Jet Lure. Looked very threatening yesterday.
I'm still thinking about Deus. That's still a cool name.
Still a cool name, yeah.
I was like, Deuce, Juice, Deus. I'm liking it.
Gibbs again going through those short stick defenders. Down to Crawford, Garnsworthy, sorry. McGee up to Lure. Back to Crawford now. Great little dink inside, but good defence. Ball ends up in Deus Assad's stick.
Like what you did there, Pete.
Vic A working hard, being pressured the long pole by 2 blue shirts. Tries to go the swim move, but it's very hard to do with a 6-foot pole in your hand.
Very hard with a long pole to swim.
Crawford runs in, pushing really hard, and McGee shoots. It goes wide, backed up there by his goal-scoring teammate, Max Marcard.
Here's an interesting rule, Pete, that I only just found out before this game. Coaches in the coaching box have to wear closed-toe shoes. So Coach Nick Kylo was wearing Birkenstocks and had to go put on one of the kids' Crocs to be in the coaching box. Apparently it's a safety rule.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything about being over the top, but that's an interesting rule.
There's a player on the crease and a shot! And Deus Assad on his knees. They're trying to make that save, but that one just bounces past him.
Yeah, Garnsworthy this time finding some space in front of the crease. And the Vic Blue team doing a great job of getting that ball right on top of Assad. He's been good from far out.
Yep.
So they've had to go to the next stage, which is getting the ball in the crease area to try and get those goals in.
Yeah, I think that's really good for them as a team, though, is actually learning to work hard inside.
Tonelli makes no mistake of that one, brings up the ball with possession, looks up, finds Marcard. Marcard getting pressured by 2 short white shirts, and even the swim move there not being effective. Ball's loose now, and it could be anyone's. The Seagulls are chasing the chip. So Rick Smithson there, just seeing someone stick their leg out to try and get an advantage. Can't do that. Lucky he wasn't called for a major foul for a trip. McGee gets it down low. Garnsworthy over to Marcard.
We see a lot of the Vic team do this. The Vic blue team, they just work the ball around and around and around until they're ready to go, and here it is now.
So going through the shorty again, Buchanan takes a step back and lets one rip. But again, Assad's been great from far out. Today, he saved that one as well. Back to Assad. Oh, no, this turnover, it could have cost them. Assad's come out to back up his teammate. Now he's getting harassed by Blues. Finds the stick of Hewitt, but again, the ball just popping out, and Assad luckily finding that one in the crease.
Just saving the defender's backs there, Assad, twice.
Yeah. Not sure what the call... 20 seconds. So you only get 20 seconds to clear the ball, and they've taken way too long. Great pressure by the Vics to ride that. Ball with Lure. Just getting it down to McCard, across to Garnsworthy. Up to McGee. Buchanan. All right, so we've gone full circle now. Ends with Jewell going up against the short stick defenders again. They're doing a great job to hold up the players, the short stick defenders. And Assad, long bomb down to Templeton. They've got numbers now. Templeton gets it to teammate Nichols, and the shot has gone into a blue, fallen into the blue stick, and now we've got a transition the other way. McGee getting hassled. The shot's come off the pipe. Great bounce shot, and they'll get a fresh shot clock, Shendell.
Yeah, that was tennis lacrosse. Down one way and immediately back the other at the same pace.
Lure, that number 10 for Vic A, Jakes Manonian. He's been doing a great job. The shot, So that's been snatched out of the air by Hewitt. Great work by that young man, but the pass letting him down.
We just need to connect a little better on these outlets, I think, Vic A, because they're doing a good job in their defence. And Assad, an absolute wall in the cage. I just need to not panic so much on the clears.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Lure going against Manonian again. He beats him this time. Shot goes wide, backed up by Garnsworthy. So Rye Garnsworthy will bring that ball in. Just slowing things down. No, he comes onto his left, back onto his right. No real pressure coming his way. Lure now. Across to McGee. Just slowing things up a bit, Vic Blue.
Sun, we were talking earlier about how bright the sun was. The clouds seem to have come over and it's cooled down a little, which is probably good for the players because it was pretty warm for that first game.
Oh, that's a bad error there by Victoria. Gibbs couldn't quite hold on to it, so the over and back comes into play.
What I enjoyed there was just how Hall walked towards that, knowing he was getting the over and back call, and didn't try and quick start, pick it up and push a fast break.
Yep.
He waited for his teammates to come onto the field, and then they're going to start their offence. So good IQ there.
I was going to say that would be his box experience, Shendell, coming into play there.
Yep.
So Thomas just holding it up the top. Drives down on the long pole. Hall down to Spittle. Across to Ma. Ma takes on his short stick defender. Gets it all the way across to Kendall. Kendall shoots. Big save by Struce. That's his first touch of the ball, Struce, so he'll be happy with that one. Vicks now, Blue, coming up with the ball. Getting it across to Smith. Smith fumbled under pressure. Ball still loose. Picked up by Lure. And now Lure will look to, a bit of a cross-check there by Bailey Nichols. That's what happens when attackers go into defence, Shendell. And Crawford now with the ball, gets the shot and Assad saves it. So Bailey Nichols, just a bit of a cross-check there. I think it will be called a cross-check. Yep.
100%.
Oh, the goal went in. Oh, my apologies, I missed that. I thought Assad had saved it. But costly by Bailey Nichols now. So given the Vic's a free shot and now has to sit down for a minute. So Vic A, the white team, are going to be playing a man down for 60 seconds.
Yeah, and I want to see what Vic Blue are going to do with their power play here. Got a man free on the wing, obviously, with that penalty, but Tonelli just picks it up and runs it out himself. Two defenders coming to him to slow him down and just lodges the ball.
Ball's loose, picked up well, not entirely well, but he ended up with it was Newbury. pass ends up with McCard, and now they'll set up in their offensive power play. So interesting to see what they do. Are they going to play their main play, or are they going to keep that up their sleeve?
I think Gibbs is going to be involved in that because he specifically came off the bench.
Lure gets it up to Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy playing high now. Gibbs down to Buchanan. And Buchanan ends up with the shot, goes wide. Backed up by the Blues. Henry McGee, he will look to get this next run underway. Lure up to Garnsworthy. Garnsy to Gibbs. Gibbs shoots. Ooh. That is one of the most wayward shots you've ever seen.
Did it hit the defender, or did the defender duck in time?
Yeah, I think it did come off the defender, but it was the defender that was about 5 metres to the right.
Yeah, I was going to say, one defender hit the deck quick, smart.
Wasn't the greatest shot I've seen, but he'll come back good. He's going to have another crack, Gibbs.
That's what I said. Gibbs is certainly involved in this power play because he was immediately brought onto the field when that penalty was...
Garnsworthy. The penalty has come out now, so not a lot happening with that man up there for Victoria Blue. Buchanan over to Gibbs. Gibbs again, trying to go through Manonian.
Double comes.
The shot again. I think there's a bit of hook in his stick that time. So one's coming out the top, one's been hooked. The next one's going to be on the dime.
That's hard when your stick's hooking and you just can't do anything about it. I used to tease my cousin that if he would shoot a bad shot and then he'd look at his stick after, I'd be like, don't blame the tool, mate. But sometimes sticks do just hook and you can't help it.
That's it.
I just like to wind up my cousin.
We had an American come over and he would always say, it's the wizard, not the wand.
Yeah, don't blame the tools.
So the Vics getting that ball moving. They've got 30 seconds left on the shot clock, so still enough time. Lure has the shot. That's backed up by Victoria A, and they'll get the ball back. Well done by Big Dale Seeger. He backed that shot up and is giving his team an opportunity to clear. They do have only 20 seconds, but they do also need to just take their time and not make those bad passes.
Mm. Nice
Long
outlet there.
pass goes to Zemanchev. Good work by him. He got MVP yesterday in the game between these two teams. Nichols just getting it over to Thomas. Has Hall down low and uses him. Great roll there by Thomas. Hall couldn't quite get it to him, so he held on to it. Smart. Nichols now will want to make amends for that penalty he got.
Ooh.
Got his hands free, but that's good pressure there by Tyler Smith, who's got the ground ball as well.
Yeah, I reacted to that one, but actually it was just that he made contact as the player was off his footing, so he fell over.
Yep.
There was actually no penalty in that at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, great defence.
I agree.
Nichols gets it high to Ma.
I think my reaction, Pete, was just more the fact the player fell over. Hall picks that one up on the far side. He's looking to go top side. Look at the cradle on him.
Power cradle.
Yeah. That's what I said. Good players adjust their hands.
Yep. Nichols has the long pole. Gets free. Used the pick well. Lincoln Struce, great save there. He is too good a goalie to be having a shot from, the 15-metre line.
Even though that's not part of their game.
No.
They're marked there, which is really handy for the men if they're playing on the women's field.
It's actually quite funny seeing guys that have been playing with the fans and without them, how their game actually changes.
Yeah, right.
Garnsworthy getting the ball. Clock's on the field. Seconds to go. The shot comes. Assad too good. And that is quarter time here in this game between Victoria and Victoria A. 3-0, Shendell.
Yeah, look, I thought that maybe there'd be a few more goals being sunk, but Assad's having an absolute screamer in there. So really loving what he's doing. And I think that Vic A are playing quite well. I'm liking their offensive sets. They're just not getting the shots away. But they're taking their time. They're being really patient. You can hear the coaching staff asking for patience and asking for possession. And they're doing what they're asked. So I think this is quite a good matchup. And it's good for the developing team to be, feeling some pressure from the senior team. And I'm liking it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. There's the guys down in offense, and I'm looking at Spittle, Hall, and Bailey Nichols.
Yep.
They're doing a good job. just haven't quite had the opportunity to put their shots in the cage. But and the shots they have been taking have been not good enough for Lincoln Struce. He is a fantastic goalkeeper. He played a game of MLS after J. Bidwell Barton was concussed.
Yes, he did.
And he started off a bit slow. I think there was a few nerves there, which you'd understand. But he came out and played a great game for the Brisbane Salties.
Yeah, he was brought in late, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember because when Jay went down and got concussed, I was like, well, what are they going to do? Because every team's only got one keeper.
Yeah.
So, and then to see him being the replacement, I thought he did a fantastic job. And great experience for a young player to have that opportunity to play in the Major League Sixes. If that's the career and the line he wants to go down and aim towards Olympics, getting those touches early and seeing those minutes at this age, very, very important.
I interviewed him after the under-15 exhibition match they played because he played in that one also.
Last year?
Yeah.
He's only 16.
Yeah, he was in the Australian under-16 team last year, Lincoln. And when we were talking about him getting that opportunity, his eyes lit up and he had the biggest smile. He was stoked. He really loves it. He lives and breathes it. He's been spending some time in a high school over in Canada.
Okay.
He lives and breathes this game, but do you know what? He's also the nicest young man as well.
I love that. Well, yeah, I'm just surprised because his maturity of his game is beyond his years, which is why I'm thinking, he's only 15, 16. I thought he must have been the 17. I mean, of course he's 16 if he went away last year, but just very mature in his game for his age.
Thomas has the ball for Vic A. They get the first possession of the second quarter. Just trying to work out who's who in the zoo at the moment. Thomas has Spittle down at X. The pass isn't great, but Spittle does enough. Ends up with the ball in his stick. Gets it across to Templeton. And that pass also just letting him down. Now we've got Foxworthy. Foxworthy, long pole, does his bit. Passes to a fella under pressure. And the ball ends up going out of bounds. It's going to go wide. So good pressure there by the A's. Rosen, he was great yesterday.
They're going to redirect through the defence.
Oh, good pick up there by Ethan Marr.
Yeah, that ball was basically on the ground and he just ran through it with confidence.
Now he's gone down. They should need to just slow things up here. Yep, and Aston Cliff just telling everyone, right, we've got possession, let's make the most of it. So Cliff has Hull down deep in the left, but they're pushing out on Hull. Marr now with the ball. He has a shorty, so he might look to go against that. Back to Cliff. Cliff pushed out hard by Smith. Hall now with the ball. Not a lot of movement off the ball here, Shindell.
Yeah, no, they are a bit stagnant, the Vic White team. And there's a cutter coming through X now. That's Templeton.
Not a bad shot by Cliff there. Just probably could have had a couple of extra steps up above GLE. Backed up, though, by Spittle.
Sorry, it was Kendall who took that shot.
Spittle just working his way around. Templeton up to Marr. Marr again with the shorty. Cliff uses the pick of Hull. Down to Spittle. So still not a lot of attacking at the goal, is there? 2 seconds to go and they haven't really done a lot. And that's not a bad play there at the end of the day by Templeton just to throw that ball down to allow his team to get set for defence as that shot clock runs down.
Yeah, they just, I think a bit more movement off ball would have opened up some more opportunities and they probably could have got ahead of the shot clock there. Or they should have looked for a reset shot. There's 2 options.
Yep.
And taken that shot from that angle where he rolled the ball, he actually probably could have taken the shot, hit the keeper and got the reset.
Ball with Garnsworthy. Gets it high to Lure. Over to Newbury. Newbury's going to have a go. Looks inside, finds Macard, and Macard just turns and puts it past Deus Assad.
Yeah, I really liked how he planted his foot and then turned around and shot it. That was nice. Didn't need to do a whole lot, had space, knew his hands are free and backed himself in there. So beautiful goal there from Macard.
Just another goal that they've had to get on top of the keeper. They haven't been able to have that long shot. They're really learning from Assad's first quarter where he was seeing everything from out long.
Yeah, I'm becoming a big fan of Deus Assad.
Tonelli wins another face-off. Could be MVP for the tournament in that position, as Shandell believes.
Yeah, I think he's just been unstoppable all week.
Garnsworthy gets it up to Buchanan.
Just to be fair, we have nothing to do with any all-star selections.
No.
We're just making things up as we go, and what we're seeing that is absolutely not voted by ALN and not doesn't include us at all.
Oh, the pass is not a good one, but safe in the stick of Newbury. Ball moving across Gibbs. Buchanan up against the shorty, puts it in his left, tries to dump it off to Garnsworthy, but not happening now. Vicky, the white team, looking up, gets it to O'Day. O'Day was great yesterday, can't control the ball this time. Just the passes are not as crisp as they need to be.
Yeah, they are letting them down.
Gibbs at X, looks inside. Oh, the BTB by Jewel!
Love that!
That was a great look by Gibbs. Just found Jewel cutting through the middle. Goes to BTB. It did come off Assad, but it did slip under the top bar there.
Yeah, I think what's really great was that he recognised that he didn't have the space and the angle there for the righty shot, and his stick was in his right hand, which is why he pulled the BTB off. So great IQ and recognition there to realise the angle wasn't there and to throw it behind the back.
I dare say Alistair Jewell will be going to the replay live on the, or not live, but free on the ALN YouTube page.
Yep.
And getting a little snippet of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're going to put it up there, tag us in it and we can share it too.
So ball with Hewitt. Great timeout by Vicky as their long pole under a lot of pressure in their offensive half.
Speaking of highlights and chatting and all the things, Pete, let's talk about if people want to contact us and get a shout out or tell us their feedback or where they're watching from. You can contact us via the ALN Instagram page. Just DM us out there, or you can catch myself, Shandell Mic'd Up, or Peter G360. And we're happy to take your comments, give you shout outs. We try to do it during breaks because otherwise we get too caught up, or I get too caught up and distracted. So we'd love to hear from you. It's so great to have the spectators here. I know there's a bunch of Victorians to our left and there's some on the right because it's just a Victorian game. But it's great to know where people are watching from, and we're so thrilled to have people travelling for lacrosse in our country. But if you are watching near and far, tell us where. If you're near, please get down here instead. Support the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. They've done a great job putting on this championship. They've got Chef Kerry Tuana in the kitchen, and it's just a beautiful day overlooking the Swan River, or the Derbil Yarragon if we're talking in Wajak Noongar language.
I had a great chicken burger.
Oh, they're good, aren't they? Kerry's
the
just a wizard
canteen.
in there.
It was so good.
I call her chef. Actually, Kerry is also, I don't know if anyone who's here likes chili sauces, but she makes her own chili sauce, and she's got these levels of hotness. And every now and then when the canteen's at Wembley, we do a bit of a hot sauce challenge.
Ooh.
And people that come over, well, like, you want to try the hot sauce, and put them under a challenge, and people go, is that it? And other people just are crying in pain.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd be up for that.
So, we can pop over there at the half and see if there's any hot sauce. And if anyone's game, come over to the ALN 10 and we'll give you a little hot sauce challenge if we've got time. That'll be a good TikTok reel.
Vicky starting after that timeout. Thomas gets it through to Ma, down to, moving the ball a bit better, these boys. Spittle has the cutter in 14, Butler. Goes the old Twizzler, comes off keeper Struce.
Yeah, I didn't mind what he did with his hands there, the little twister, Butler.
Should be a reset. And it is.
Bell Cliff says, great commentary watching number 1 Vic A. Cliff from Melbs.
There you go.
So it works.
It does work. How about that? People do listen. I wasn't sure. Fabian Hall tries to push in. Held up well by the Blues. Great shot by Bailey Nichols. This is what I wanted him to do yesterday. His hands were free. He had some space. And he has peppered the goalkeeper and hit that top bar right in the corner. Lincoln Struce couldn't stop it. But that's a really great shot by Bailey Nichols. He will be very happy with that. His work ethic's been really good. And some reward for effort there for Bailey. And, geez, that's a good goal for Victoria, eh?
Yeah, good confidence builder. And Nichols has actually been quite good all week. And Tonelli again with the face-off, picks it up and just pumps it out to his teammate across the far side, the long pole there. That's Foxworthy.
Ball heads down to X. McGee down to Garnsworthy. Up to Lure. Buchanan, they've definitely got their team, don't they, that they like to have on the field.
And their positions of where they are moving from. So
Great D there by Zemenchev. Big shot by number 8, Garnsworthy. Tell us about that one.
So this ball was on the far side, swung back to this corner, just above goal line, extended. Cordell Garnsworthy was, took 1 or 2 steps high and then just released the ball, sidearm, went over the shoulder. Interesting shot selection. I guess he was looking for the space because we've got a lefty keeper in there. And it did go to that far side, that far pipe, but beautiful, beautiful shot.
So Tonelli now will look to get possession for his blue team up against Zemenchev. Again, Tonelli just flicks it out to his teammate this time in 20, Tyler Smith. Smith gets it down low. Ends with McGee. McGee gets a pass at his feet under a bit of pressure now, and the ball goes out of bounds. So, uncharacteristic error there by Victoria and good pressure by Whites to force that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and Dale Seagar, just a very good little long pole. I think he's probably going to swing back through the goalie and come to the opposite side. Oh, missed.
Oh, dangerous. Assad couldn't handle it. Another bad pass, and Garnsworthy picks that one up. And Deus Assad, just nothing he could do for that one.
Probably. So we had the defender in the back corner here. That was number, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, number 64, Rosen. Probably was a better option there to send it to him rather than sending it back to the keeper, because there was the player lurking in front, which we just saw. We was able to collect and one-on-one with the poor goalie. But that's just an IQ and an age maturity
learning,
thing.
Yeah, learning error.
I tell you what, he'll never do it again.
There you go.
You know what, like those mistakes that you make, I always say to teams, like, mistakes are part of the game. It's what you do next. You just don't repeat the same one.
Exactly.
And he's feeling like crap now, so he's never going to repeat it.
Pass goes a bit high by Carney over the head of Thomas. So the blue team get out of jail. Smith comes down the field now. Down low to McCard. Has McGee. Oh, McGee snatches that out of the air with one hand. Player over commits, draws the defender, and McCard throws it straight at Assad, and Assad will be happy with that save. Backed up by Garnsworthy. Garnsworthy has Gibbs high. Gibbs has a shorty defender on him, and McGee is getting well locked off behind the cage at X.
I've just got a message in from Nat Miller from Victoria. Obviously, she's watching this game. It's a voice note, though, so, Natty, I can't check it. I'll check it at the half and comment on your comment when I'm able to access it.
Big shot! Great save by Assad. As Tim Kennedy said, that is an offering to the gods of the Swan. That ball going down over the fence, so we'll never see that ball again.
I would love to know how many lacrosse balls are in the Swan River just down there over the years. Lacrosse balls, like if you're a kid and you want to go hunting for free balls, there's plenty over that side of the fence.
Drives, gets it low and across the body of Assad, but goes wide.
Mark up, great slide, Sparrow.
Brought in by Crawford. Crawford looks to go on his long pole. Looks up, looking inside. I love that he's looking inside. McCard end up with the ball at the top. Gibbs is going to drive, goes left, goes right. A great defence by Zemenchev.
And a good disruption there by the Vic A defence there to stop the feed going to Flynn Crawford.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock as Newbury gets the ball and he lets one rip. And the gods get another offering.
And so we're just losing lacrosse balls here. Like I said, kids go for a hunt. Oh, there's a mum going to retrieve that one, so thank you, Mum.
McGee driving, draws the player, gets it to Crawford, and Crawford just gets another one wide. Plenty of shots, the Vic blue team. Just can't put it on the cage. Newbury's going to have a go. Goes onto his left side. Hands get tangled up. Shot goes wide. Backed up by Garnsworthy.
Yeah, Victoria certainly peppering the keeper here. Shots flying from everywhere.
Garnsworthy beats his long pole quite easily, gets it up high to Gibbs. He gets it across to Marcard, down low to Crawford. Crawford steps high and shoots high, and that is a beautiful goal.
And there was only a matter of time. They had so many shots and a couple of resets there that they were going to actually stick one. They did well to maintain their momentum and not get tired in their offense. They just kept playing, finding the right opportunity, and then that was the last right shot. Very, very well done and great placement there by Crawford.
I love with this blue team how they're driving on their long poles, not really looking to score, but they keep their head up and they look inside. Really, really smart lacrosse. Tonelli goes to himself, as he has done a number of times today, wins possession of that ball, gets it low to Marcard. Marcard again driving on the long pole, has McGee at X.
I want to know who Tonelli's face-off coach is, because I want him for the Aussie, or any of the box girls that are wanting to play face-off. He's obviously getting some good lessons.
Yep, shout out to the coach of Tonelli. Shendel's looking for some help.
Yeah, for face-offs, please. Although I did engage with Matt Schomburg with the Aussie squad. So I had the best of the best. Matt Schomburg from the home of East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. No doubt he's probably watching at some point as well.
Well, he knows a couple of things about face-off.
Yeah, if you're wanting to follow Shommy, he's got Fogo Lax on Instagram.
Does a great job.
Runs an academy over in the US.
Buchanan drives hard on Zemenchev. Gets it low to McGee. McGee looks inside, finds Jewel. Jewel can't put that one away. Great save by Deus Assad. He now has the ball and is looking for a pass.
I actually gave that one a physical clap from Assad, because that was so close and he got low to his knees very quickly. Great save.
As has happened a number of times, the Victoria White team just can't quite control their clears. And luckily on this occasion, they are going to maintain possession.
So just under 5 minutes to play here in the second.
Ball with Ma. Across to Templeton. He gets it to Butler. Back to Templeton.
Templeton looks exactly, I'm assuming he's a brother of Toby Templeton, looks exactly like a mini version of him, just the way he plays, holds his stick, the legs, the whole lot. Toby Templeton's played some time in the US, played under 20s for Australia last year and in the 2024 Australian box team. So he's in the Aussie Sixers squad at the moment too. So if there's a mini Templeton coming or a second one, Australian Lacrosse has got some good talent in the junior rankings.
Look out. Ma with the ball up top. Butler now. Sets a pick for Ma. Ma could get his hands free. Doesn't quite. Templeton now with the ball. Gets it low to Spittle. Spittle has Thomas across the bottom right. Thomas now is going to have a crack. 30 seconds on the shot clock. You might have heard it on our effects mic. Fabian Hall with the ball. Likes to do this big barge in. Oh, BTB and a BTB! Oh my goodness, we almost had the play of the day of the tournament there. Fabian Hall, nice little BTB pass to Ma.
To shoot at BTB.
Woo.
The creativity and the confidence these kids, I love it.
That is so good. Hall, great cut off the pipe into the back of the net. And Victoria A can play, and that goal just shows why these kids are on the up and up.
I can see Fabian's family here. It looks like they're not really paying much attention, but well, they are.
That was a great cut by Fabian Hall.
Coffee.
And a great feed, great look inside, and the placement of that shot was second to none. Just hit the inside of the pipe, and that is a great goal from Victoria A after the highlight of the tournament that didn't quite come off.
I know, that second effort there after like the double BTB.
Awesome.
So good.
Yep. Be good to see some of these young kids from Victoria A stepping up into the dark navy blue next year. Gibbs with the ball. Gets it high to Newbury. Newbury trying to go through Manonian as they have done a number of times.
Still got the ball, Vic White. It's getting double teamed. Ball on the deck. There's a penalty on the play.
I think we're going to have a cross-check here on number 6, Newbury. Yeah. Yep, cross-check on Newbury there. That was right across the body of Manonian. So the white team.
Okay, so I do know who the coach of Tonelli is, and it's not really a surprise to me. Tonelli's been working with Aaron Aldred at Aldred Performance. Aaron is Footscray State League centreman, and Aldred is also probably, I think he was the All-Star box face-off this year for the National Championship. So
Yeah, he was good.
he's a
He
great,
was really good.
he's a great face-off guy, and gave a lot of time as well to the Australian women's team when that box championship was being put together.
It's the best when you hear of these players that have got so much talent are looking to share some of that with the younger generation. It just makes you nice and warm and fuzzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I believe Aaron Aldred actually runs a fitness business, and then he ties lacrosse into that. He's not. I don't think he's an academy. If I'm wrong, Belle, can you correct me? Because Belle Cliff's the one feeding me the information. But yeah, I really like that he's working with these young players and making them better athletes.
Spittle at X, looking high, finds Butler. Butler over to Hall. Hall's hands are free, and dang, that is a good shot. He has put that right across the goalkeeper's body, and Struce, I think he's going to say Struth after that shot.
Yeah, so
because that was a cracking shot.
This is the magic that I spoke about at the start of the game when I said I expect Fabian Hall to play a big game today. This is what I'm talking about. This is that magic that he has, the creativity. If it's anything like, Uncle Caleb Hall, look at the energy that the Vic White boys have got around them now. They're just loving this moment. And why wouldn't they be when they're playing, they're just getting numbers on the board. And I feel like really being led right now by Fabian.
Look, Fabian Hall as well, he's shown some skill as well. It's not just, push and shove or the random shot. The first goal, that was finesse.
Yeah.
And prior to that was the BTB pass that went exactly where it needed to go. And then this one was a massive shot from the left side. So kid's got talent, and he's going to be a star.
Yeah, I love watching the whole family play lacrosse. Caleb, I've never seen Dan play, unfortunately. And then obviously Imi, who's playing in the under-18 Victorian women's team here, and Fabian now as well. I've been exposed to them through the box game, but I like to see what elements of their box game they bring, and I think the sharpness of Fabian's skills comes from having to play such high pressure deep offense in box, and his, like you just said, his stick work.
Oh,
mind blowing,
unreal.
He's 15, 16 years old. I know he was playing under 15s last year.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still got at least 2 more years of this age group. Crikey, look out.
I know. And just back on Aaron Aldred Academy, it's a performance-based lacrosse skills and strength to help you with your lacrosse position you play, performance-based science.
Okay. Great that people with this knowledge are giving back and really helping our elite athletes. We never had that sort of thing back in my day, Shandell.
Yeah.
So great to see and hear these academies and skills based training groups coming together. Garnsworthy with the ball as we get back to this game. Lure. I keep stepping on your headphone cord, so apologies there. Lure just holding.
Look at the defender stepping in here from Vic White now, just making Lure play, and not Lure just trying to hold time, but they're forcing him to do something.
Keep the coaches here are saying, keep pushing the ball, keep going now. So yeah, good work by the young fella. He's also probably in 2 minds. Jet Lure's a great player, and he doesn't want to get beat, but he's doing a good job there, young
Carney.
Malachi. All right, so the blue team, not long left on the shot clock, less than 10. Lure, that's a big whack.
Oh, and the takeaway play here from Ma. There's a
flag
penalty
on the play.
Just checked him while he was on the deck.
Good job by Lure to wear a couple of those. Did well to run the clock down, and now they'll get a fresh 80 and a man-up opportunity.
Ma seemed so disappointed with that call. He was off. He'd got the ball, he'd checked it out of the stick, and he was running.
All right, Garnsworthy with the ball. Gibbs comes on the field. So Gibbs still with the ball as Buchanan comes on into the crease. Down to Macard, up to Gibbs. So a man up coming from the Vicks. Lua has space. No one's coming to him. He shoots. Not a bad shot selection. They're saying that's a reset off the keeper, so that's a save to Deus Assad.
Here we go. We're good. And play ball.
Ball goes high, back to Gibbs. Garnsworthy. Lua, again, no one coming, but they do in the end. McGee just comes in and a bit of a lazy shot. Comes off the top of the bar. That'll be a fresh shot clock, 80 seconds.
Yeah, that was very casual from McGee.
Very
Because he
casual.
had no one coming to him, so he
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to take my time. But, and 2 or 3 centimetres lower, it would have been in the net, but just seemed a bit too casual.
1 second, half time here at this game between Victoria and Victoria A. The Vic A team just with some momentum towards the end of that half, but Victoria 8, Victoria A 3. We're going to bring all the second half action to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network right after this short break.
We are back for the second half. Ball is starting in possession of Victoria. Victoria versus Victoria A. So Victoria is the blue team, Victoria A is white. As we make our way to the second, there's an early shot there. That's Crawford. Flynn Crawford, ball's backed up easily there by McGee, and it's going to start making its way around the horn now. Ball is at the top with Buchanan. Victoria just taking some time to set up their offense here. Got a player with his stick down in the middle. Crawford needs to kind of be holding his stick engaged, otherwise he's not really an offensive threat, but that's okay. He's up and about now, probably just taking some time after a shot to reset. Ball just continues to work its way around, so maybe taking some time out of the clock. Here they go, starts the drive now. That's Buchanan. Ball's gone high and just rolled to the end line. It was deemed a shot, so it's going to be brought back into play by McGee.
Yeah, great work by the Vics. Good start. Defender just getting his stick to that one, so no reset on the shot clock. So the Vics will keep moving it around. The Blues. Can't say the Vics because they're both the Vics.
Yeah, exactly.
Garnsworthy drives to the right, over to McGee. He gets it down to Crawford. Crawford gets it up to Buchanan, and Buchanan gets it to Newbury. Moving the ball well. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to Macard. Macard across to Buchanan. Need to get the shot off. 4 seconds. Shoot the ball. The shot goes wide, and the shot clock
Expires,
and Vic A will have the opportunity to clear the ball.
So no one got a piece of that either, not the keeper. There was no reset, so that's why the ball's going to turn over on that out of bounds.
Ball coming down with O'Day. Gets a nice pass to Zemenchev. Now it's with Thomas. Down to Spittle. Has Hall. They're really looking out on Fabian Hall now.
I would be too.
Templeton. Up high to Nichols. Across to Marr. Now Templeton again. Nichols. Nichols got a short stick. I'd like to see him take that one on. Thomas, though, he has a go. Templeton now with the ball. Templeton, the long pole on him.
Getting a little poke for his work.
Spittle gets it to Thomas. Just moving the ball again. Not a lot of work happening off the ball. Trying to do a bit of a two-man there, but defence too good. Marr.
I expect Marr to be involved. Here we go. And as he starts to move,
the cut goes to, from Templeton. The ball goes to him, but picked off by, I was going to say Jewell, but it's Foxworthy.
Foxworthy doesn't mind going towards the cage, and here it is now. I thought he was going to consider taking that long pole shot.
Good backup by Marcard, sees Victoria Blue maintain possession. Crawford now beats one, gets held up by the second. Ball down low with McGee.
Look at Jet Lua cutting it off the bench. Finds him, missed pass. Ball's going to roll to the boundary line.
That's one of those ones you don't mind them taking the opportunity, but you've got to make sure your pass is on the money, especially when the pass is so long. The white team, that pass, great work there by Butler to make sure he got possession. Templeton has the ball. Hall goes into the crease, is marked very closely by the blue defence. Spittle gets it down to Marr.
Marr directing traffic with his head. Got subbing happening here for the Victorian A team. Brings Aston Cliff onto the field and gets the ball immediately to start working with Bown at the top.
Bown just pushing past one, can't quite get past the second. Good defence there. He's getting a bit tangled up, but does really, really well to get the ball down to Spittle. Spittle gets it off to Butler. Butler high to Cliff. Unfortunate from Bown there. Ball now loose. Good use of the body from both players. We've got a loose ball push on Bown. I probably would have called it the other way. I thought the other way came first, but the officials doing a great job as always. We're there a lot closer than we are, right in front of the action, and have given the ball to the blue team. Marcard up to Gibbs. Gibbs against Manonian. couldn't quite get free. Good slide there by number 5 for the Whites, Seeger. He's having a good day. McGee gets it high to Jewel. Jewel could have the shot, doesn't. Gives it off to Newbury. Newbury, he does have the shot and it goes in. Unlucky, Assad looked like he was all over it, but I reckon there might have been a bit of an off-cutter there, Shendell.
Yeah, I think he shot at the right time, just freed his hands at the right time, which didn't really give a lot of space. He was low. Assad was low, and he met the ball low. It just was a little bit, half a second, split second ahead of him.
Yeah, unlucky by Deus Assad. He did watch it. He was all over it, but that unpredictable bounce just getting the better of him on that occasion. So 1 goal to Victoria Blue. 9-3 is the score, and Sam Tonelli
continues to dominate.
Yeah, does another great job in the face-off. So the Blue Victorian team have been undefeated this tournament. They've had a really great tournament so far. They'll look to continue that. Looks to be so far that they'll head to the grand final tomorrow if the results stay in a similar fashion. Ball's loose in front of the Assad goal. But Northover doing a great job with his 6-foot pole to beat half of the Victorian team.
Timeout there, good timeout called by the Vic A coaching staff.
Great work by Henry Northover, and his team get around him too. I love to see that. Just letting your teammate know that their efforts are noticed and appreciated, and yeah, great timeout by the Victorian A coaches.
Just protecting that long pole as he's running into the offense.
He picked that ball up and just was off to the races, and he beat 1, he beat 2. I think he beat 3 or 4 players in the end, and did a great lot of work. But where do we go from here, Shendell? It looks like the Victorian A team had a lot of momentum in that last quarter.
Yeah, good little run there towards the end from the Vic A guys, and you can just see now they've separated their packs. Their offense is talking with Nick Kylo, their assistant coach. I think it's just now I would say Nick's drawing something up here that he wants them to action.
I love his energy.
Yeah, Nick's a great guy. Nick coaches MCC State League over in Victoria.
Yep.
Been around lacrosse a long time. I've known him since he was a pup. Is
There
that
you
what
go.
we call him?
A
That's
pup?
what Chopper Reed would say. Knowing you since you're a pup.
Well, hopefully he's got both his ears. Ball starting with Victoria A and the stick of Remy Butler. Oh, the Vic team have left half their defence on the bench. Ball's moving. Hall shoots! And they have made the most of it. They've given it to the right man. And all the Blue defenders are looking at their coaches going, what were you doing?
You could hear the Vic A coaching staff saying, start the ball, start the ball. They were ready to play and the timeout was finished. And that's why you could hear them yelling that. And that's you could see the Vic defender come running onto the field. But by that time, they were basically in a power play, Vic A, and capitalise on that through the stick of Fabian Hall.
The white team did a great job by stepping in with the ball, forcing the Vics to have to commit. And that allowed the next player to be free. And they just kicked it, found Fabian Hall, who again, with the amazing stick work he has, he peppered that corner and got it really in the right spot. So the Vics will want to make amends for that, the Blue team, because that was a really bad error on the coach's behalf there. Can't blame the kids for that one. Ball moving around. Duel to Lua. Lua takes on the short sticker. Long pass to McGee. He gets it up to Crawford, who just sprays it wide. 48 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time to go. Garnsworthy with the backup, brings the ball in. Runs at his long pole, goes onto his right. Over to McGee, up to Jewel. Lua now with the ball. Trying to go through the short. He finds McCard in the middle. And unfortunately, Deus Assad got a big piece of it, but all he's done is popped it under the bar. So a bit of a messy goal there by Blue.
but still a goal.
Still a goal,
You
yeah.
can see Sam O'Day really disappointed with that one, but Vic obviously just trying to recover from that previous set where they weren't really that dialed in and off the timeout. Tonelli now.
Up against Cliff. Tonelli's been unstoppable this game, and this face-off is no different. Just flicks it out to his teammate there in...
Just trying to see the number, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't see that number.
That's what we were saying earlier, Pete. We love the teams that have got their names printed on the back. It makes our job so much easier.
Yeah,
But we are here to call the game, and we will do it professionally.
we do our best. Some people think that's not good enough, but we think it's all right.
We love bringing you live and free lacrosse here on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Absolutely, as Buchanan gets the ball down to Garnsworthy. McGee now takes his player on, almost rolls underneath, but good job by the Vic A defender. Newbury, bang! That is a beautiful shot. Goes low to high and hits it right in the corner and made that net move like I haven't seen it move today.
Yeah, that was probably from the women's 11-metre fan where he took that shot from, and it did look very nice.
So a much better goal by Victoria Blue. They've got a couple now in a row. So looking to maintain this intensity throughout the remainder of the 7 minutes of this third quarter. Tonelli again up against Zemenchev. Zemenchev be able to kick it in front. They've got numbers now. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols can't quite hold it. That would have been a beautiful bit of play had the pass gone to Nichols' stick. Seeger now, not Seeger, Crawford, sorry, bringing that ball down. Lure. Nichols just hobbling off here, so I hope he's all right. Ball with Marcard. Gets it high to Jewel. Across to Crawford. Back to Jewel. Jewel's going to run through the shorty. Gets it low. The pass not great. And Garnsworthy can't keep it in. Victoria A, the white team, now with an opportunity to clear the ball. It's probably been the weakest part of their game, but they have done some good clears. Seeger gets it down to Assad. Back to Seeger. Needs a pass, Seeger. He's just going to run it over. Hopefully they don't go offside. And I think they have. We will hear very soon that they have gone offside. Unfortunate. Needed to recognise that a lot sooner. But picked up by Rosenthal. He's thrown it down to Buchanan. And the blue team will have another chance to score a goal and extend their lead. Newbury. Buchanan, Newbury. Running through the long, gets it down to Garnsworthy. Across to McGee, up to Lure. Lure now. Gave it to Buchanan, and Buchanan has sprayed it wide. Still 50 seconds on the shot clock. Garnsworthy with the backup will bring it in. He's got Zemenchev to beat. Attackers don't mind having a go on a short pole, and that was no different. Ball ends up with Lure at the top. Lure shoots low and across the body of Assad, but goes wide. Again, backed up by Garnsworthy.
Just while we've got a quick break in play, I've just got some intel on the Vic Blue team. So Jet Lure has a parrot, a colourful parrot called Graham, who goes everywhere with him. Apparently it's his best friend, so hopefully Jet Lure can put one away today for Graham. Graham hasn't made it to WA.
That's really cool. Well, shout out to Graham. Hopefully he's listening to the Australian Lacrosse Network, and all Jet will hear will be, Jet Lure, Jet Lure.
I wonder if he can talk. I wonder if he's a talking parrot.
That's cool. That's really cool. I like to hear things like that.
I know. It's good to know our players, not just as athletes, but as people. So we try and do those interesting fact-finding about plays. If you've got one at home and you want to share it, remember you can always contact us on the Australian Lacrosse Network, Chandel Marked Up or PG360 on Instagram. As the ball hits the deck, it looks like a clearing opportunity here for Vic White.
Yeah, great knockdown by Kendall. It's ended up in his stick. He looks up and finds Thomas. That's awesome work by young Kendall. Thomas now just slowing things down to allow the right personnel on the field as Butler just jogs on over to the far side. Hall being locked off tightly. Ends up with the ball now. He is getting whacked by Tarshis. Great pick. Fabian Hall now is free. Looks up. Gives it to Thomas. Great look into Spittle, but couldn't quite control it. Ma picks the ball up. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Gets it up to Bound.
The use of the pick there at the top on that set from Hall, elite.
Spittle goes onto his left.
Oh.
Great cut by Thomas. Ball still loose. Struce picks it up.
Unlucky
And he looks
for
up
Spittle.
high. Finds his teammate in Tarshis. Tarshis is off to the races. But just slowing things down through Max Marcard. Back up to Buchanan now. And just a chance to cool the jets and look around at our matchups. McGee, Newbury, Lua. Buchanan now. Gets free. Held up well though. McGee now. He's going to have a go. Good pick. Great roll. Gets it to X. Crawford just twisting his way out of trouble. Ends up high with Lua. Buchanan. Good ball movement by the blue team. This is exactly what we like to see as Newbury thought he had a step, but just passed it on. Lua does think he has a step, uses it, and puts that one past Assad. What a great shot by Jet Lua. Jet Lua.
That one's for you, Graham.
Graham, if you're watching at home,
Jet Lua.
maybe just crack a few sunflower seeds for that one, mate. That was a great goal by the young fella. And really impressive play by the Vics. The way they moved the ball around and a lot of off-ball movement as well. Ended up with Jet Lua having so much room that he could make that great shot. And he stuck it nicely.
And a nice face-off win there by Victoria A. Aston Cliff.
Hall now just slowing things down at the top. Kendall coming on, getting a possession immediately. Templeton up to Hall. Now Cliff. Cliff has a shorty. That's Alistair Jewell. Templeton has the long pole. Will probably look to pass it on. Spittle at X. I've really enjoyed watching Spittle at X. He moves well and does his job. Kendall tries to roll inside on the shorty. He's fairly strong. Gets the hold. There's a flag on the play. There's going to be a minor infringement for a hold. And Vic A now with an opportunity for a man up.
Yeah, I think just on that set, obviously Spittle was going to cage it. There wasn't, all the guys at the top here weren't really doing much and kind of standing and watching. Yes, they're marking off Fabian on the far side, but there was three guys across the top there who probably could have engaged a little bit more to take the pressure off the driver.
So Victoria A in the white shirts now with a power play opportunity. Nichols.
Swings.
Oh, great look for Fabian Hall. That is a beautiful look by Bailey Nichols.
The swing pass there, yeah, absolutely cross crease.
Dangerous.
Catches the, yeah, very much. It could have got sticks in lane, but caught the keeper off his line. So sorry, I just couldn't get that out. Off his line, wasn't able to move across, and then Fabian just steps down and releases that one. Didn't have to move, just knew, backed himself and popped it low. Imogen shoots very similar to that as well. It's a Hall move.
Fabian Hall now with 4 goals, and you did say he was going to have a big game, and sure enough, 4 goals in this 12-5 game against Victoria. Big brother. He's doing a great job. Great pressure by Victoria A2 now as Lincoln Struce leaves his crease. He's going all the way. Can we have a goalie goal? Not quite. He'll need to get back quick though because Victoria A have the ball. Great pressure by the Navy Blues there. Jet Lua ends up with the ball after a great check by McGee. So Struce just sucking in the big ones now. He's done a run uncharacteristic of a goalie. As the ball's loose, right in front of Assad's goal. The shot was had by McCard, but it goes a bit wide. Crawford now rolls back inside, looks up for McGee. McGee couldn't hold on to it and picked up by Ryder Rosen. Flag on the play. And we've got a push. 30 seconds on, I think that's number 5, Dale Seeger. So he will sit down for 30 seconds and the Victoria Blue team will have a power play.
Just got a shout out here. Sue French is letting us know she's watching from New Zealand, family of Luke Gibbs. So thank you for dialing in, Sue. We really appreciate you joining us here on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
And we hope you're enjoying it too as Gibbs passes the ball on. Moving the ball well, as always. Vic Blue. Gibbs now, down low. Great shot. Big shot by Lua. Geez, that was a shot from a long way out, and it somehow found the top bar. And Lua, another one there for that young man. He's playing all right now, Jet Lua. That's his second goal. Since the mention of Graham, he's really lifted.
That's what I thought. I thought Graham Luck.
Yeah. Yep. No, great work by Jet Lua. One of the young lads that went to South Korea for the Australian under-16 team, and he was great over there too. I think he top scored for the team and got 12 goals in a game.
Wow, that's massive.
Yeah, Jet Lua, a kid on the rise. Watch this space as three-quarter time goes, 13-5 in favour of the Navy Blues. And Shandell, what have you got for us?
Oh, look, I just wanted to do a bit of a check-in earlier. I was talking about the under-15 team that was in Hong Kong playing the East Fremantle local boys who've left this national championship to go and give themselves an opportunity. Unfortunately, they went down in that first game 13-11. Not exactly sure who they played. I'm trying to get a little bit more detail about that. But, 13-11 is not a bad start, not a huge loss. That's still very, obviously, really super competitive. And again, we're just proud to have that Aussie representation over at Hong Kong. I just wanted to update viewers because I was talking about it on the previous game.
Yeah, so good for those young fellas. I think it was the previous game we were talking about that one, Shandell.
Yes.
So those watching this current match, there is a team from East Fremantle that have gone over for over to Hong Kong, of all places, for a tournament. And we were just saying how lucky those boys are to get that experience at such a young age.
Yeah, and I was saying if you did want to watch them, so between games here on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Yeah, of course, put us first on your list.
If you go to HKLA on YouTube, you can watch their games while they're away too. If you're not getting enough lacrosse, live and free here on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
So much lacrosse this Easter, and we've got a number of games to come here at the Preston Point Reserve, East Fremantle Lacrosse Club, where today we've got all of our semi-finals, and tomorrow we'll bring you all of the grand finals and placement games live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Tell your friends, get them on the stream, and if you're in Perth, come down. This is such a beautiful club. Got a great outlook over the Swan River that we've donated a few balls to the gods of the Swan River already this weekend. But get on down here. It's they got great food, great atmosphere, and some great lacrosse to be had.
And more importantly, if you're not in Perth and you are close enough, or you feel like a little weekend away, we've still got a couple of days left on this Easter weekend. So get away, get to Perth and get over here and enjoy this lacrosse if you are so inclined and able to do so. I know petrol's a little bit expensive right now, so if you're able to be here, we'd love to have you. Otherwise, keep on watching, share the links on your socials, and get heaps of eyes on lacrosse because we are an Olympic sport now.
Sam Tonelli, another win from the face-off position. He is having a cracking tournament. Down to Markard, he's ducked into a bit of a bump from Aston Cliff, but we're playing on. He's
Helmet
almost
adjusted.
had his helmet removed by the sounds of it, but he did duck into it, so play on. Well, not play on, do your helmet up first, and then we'll play on. Newbury with the ball at the top. Gets it down to Markard.
Kind of devastated that we've changed ends because I was really enjoying watching Vic's offense.
Crawford gets it over to Newbury. Newbury to Gibbs. Bit of movement from the pick there, but equal pressure. The pass goes across the goal to McGee. McGee has thrown it straight to our friend over there.
nearly hit the spectators, and Kane Mannix, who's
Kane
actually here
Mannix, yeah.
filming the games. He's just sitting in the back corner, could have nailed his camera.
You might have seen some of Kane's work, Sports Lax Oz, on Instagram. If you want to see some footage,
Yeah, we've shared some of his videos this week.
great shot there by Crawford. Bounces high over the keeper. Backed up.
It bounced over the goal, dude.
Backed up by the Navies as they've called a reset, but I tend to agree with the coach. I'm not sure that hit the goalie or the goal at all. Jewel shoots and scores. He's driven the right-hand corner and put that one past Deus Assad.
So all clear there, Alistair Jewell.
There's a lot of emotion in lacrosse, isn't there?
No, absolutely. That's what I like, that we've got the box seat. We can really hear, particularly the team next to us, what the coaches are saying. And just to see player reactions and all that kind of stuff. But also we're down here with the fans too. So
Yeah,
I
best
feel
of
like,
both worlds.
I feel like we're the People's Network, Pete. We give the shout outs, we find out about the players, and then we speak about the emotion coming off the benches.
Why not? And that's why we do it. We do it for the people. So I can wear that one, as Tonelli almost could have been done for a hold or award, or his opponent, but he wins another face-off. He has been unstoppable from the X.
Ball now with Buchanan at the top, and he's just going to chill a little bit, waiting for Jet Lua to arrive on the floor, and he's trailed there by Crawford.
So getting the right personnel on at the right time, as Jewel has the ball, getting harassed by Seeger. Buchanan gets it high to Crawford, over to Lua, down to McGee. McGee with no goals after scoring all the goals at one point yesterday. And Kane Mannix again dodging that one. And that ball has gone for miles and miles and miles.
Looks like Kane's going to move his camera now. He's like, enough. Third time's not a charm.
Yeah. Ball goes high. Crawford now steps in, pushes in. Buchanan drives on his left, gives it back to Crawford. The pressure from Victoria A is good. They're pushing in, but somehow Flynn Crawford came up with the ball. Low now, Jewel can't get it to McGee. McGee cops one across the face mask, and the flag goes high. Now with Buchanan, he's got some time, shoots. Oh, and unlucky not Alistair, that's Deus Assad. It's come off his stick and bounced between his legs. He's not happy, but he can hold his head high. He's had a great game.
Oh, he's been outstanding, and that's a beautiful shot there from Jackson Buchanan. I'm just wondering if the penalty is going to stick. It looks like it will.
Yeah, that was, he'll get a slash.
For the helmet.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Probably caught a little bit too much of the helmet to call it a brush. The coach just, if you didn't hear that, just saying, sorry, Dale, but that's what happens when you hit him in the face, mate. You got to cop that one on the chin.
The referees have just called time holding.
Yeah,
too many guys on.
Players on for Victoria A just at the minute.
Yep.
Which they would have loved to got away with, I'm sure, but not today, not with the standard of officiating we have here at this tournament. Tonelli, Zemenchev. Zemenchev comes up with the ball this time. Great work to stop the run of wins from Tonelli. Just waiting for personnel now, gets it to Kendall. Kendall, bit of pressure coming from his short stick defender in Smith. Now with Butler, has Spittle down low. They just want to run this penalty down.
Doing a good job actually controlling the ball, playing the ball really wide and deep into the back corner. That's pretty textbook protection when you're in a man-down situation. So good IQ here from the young team.
Has Thomas up high. Decides the ball's better in his stick for now.
Just wearing down this penalty. And Vic giving them some space just to hold the ball a bit longer. They're trying to get Mar on. So when this penalty is released, Mar's obviously the guy that's going to be going over the midline. You can just see him sitting. And there he is. That's the release of the penalty. And now they're back to a 6-on-6.
Great work by the white team as Mar goes across the face of goals, driving as hard as he can. Spittle now with the ball at X. Gets it over to Butler. Butler has Thomas high. Thomas with a shorty D on him.
Ball fell out the back. Oh, no, he rolled it.
Shot
He rolled
clock.
it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Smart play.
I saw the ball roll out the back and I was thinking, what's happening here? And
Yeah.
then I wasn't looking at the shot clock. And then I heard the noise.
So Rosenthal bringing the ball down. Cops one across the back, but must have got a bit of stick on that. McGee gets it down low to Jewell. Over to Marcard on his bottom left-hand corner. High now to Newberry. Lure back to McGee. McGee now looking for some play. Good defence by Vickay. Over to Newberry. Newberry now takes on the shorty. Plays with his head up. Tries to find Gibbs. Gibbs can't hold it but ends up getting the ground ball. Gibbs has Jewell at X. Uses him now. Lure with the ball. Lure with the short stick. He'll like that matchup, but Newberry gets the ball.
Timeout. Charge Vic Blue.
So timeout on the Navy Blue, the Victoria the Victoria team. 26 seconds on the shot clock. 9 minutes 25 in the quarter. The score 15-5 in favour of the senior Vic team. And Shandell, this has been a great game.
Yeah, really good. Really good display of Victorian lacrosse is what I want to say, and a credit to them for sending the two teams over. They've obviously had the pleasure of, or the benefit of having scratch matches against each other as well prior to getting here, which is really great for both teams, challenging the blue team and giving the development opportunity to the white team. So I think it's a really great thing they've done.
And the score being 15-5 as well doesn't really reflect how exciting this younger Victorian A team have been.
No, they've been elite. Some of their creativity in their game is so good to watch. Just want to clarify, next game we've got up this afternoon is at 1:30, and that's the girls' game as far as I am being told. So that will be WA versus Victoria for a spot in the championship game.
They'll come up against South Australia, who had a win against Waikato in the previous game. And that's going to be an absolute classic, Shandell. It's going to be one for the ages. If you are not here and you're in Perth, you're mad, because that is going to be a great game. I'm really looking forward to calling that one. You'll be taking the lead, Shandell.
Yes, I love women's lacrosse. Obviously, I'm a female, and talking about the game that I've grown up with since I was a child. My mum was a lacrosse player. Pete, your dad was a lacrosse player. We know these games like the back of our hand. We don't know our lives without it. And it's so lucky to have these seats here, front and centre, calling lacrosse.
I've been lucky to have daughters because I was one of 3 boys. My dad played. My mum never played, so I'd never been exposed to women's lacrosse until my girls started playing.
Yep.
And, geez, I actually like it sometimes more than the men's game, to be honest. It's fantastic.
There you have it. You heard it here first, everyone. Pete Greenhalgh.
I'm a convert. Newberry drives hard on his left, gets it to Lure, picked off there by O'Day, and O'Day almost getting the ground ball too. Rosen trying to have a crack, picked up in the end by Manonian, and unfortunately the pass to Assad going wide. All that hard work undone, and Victoria now will get a fresh 80 seconds. Big pass up to the top of Newberry, and the fumble sees the ball in Vickay's stick. Hewitt running, not Hewitt, Zamanchev getting it to Fabian Hall. He's been fantastic today, really exciting player, and he palms it off to Bailey Nichols, who's also got a really nice goal today.
And they're just going to chill out a little bit here, just get a touch. Players trying to get to work there on the shot. That's number 47, Thomas.
Flag on the play. That was some great flag height from Ricky Smisson. Hall looks down low to Spittle. Too much pressure though, and the ball will be turned over. Not turned over. So the referee just calling number 14 for Victoria, Reef Cody, for a hold.
That's another cool name. I love meeting these players. A cool name, Reef Cody. The Cody Reef would also work. Reef Cody as a power play opportunity here for Vic White.
Hall with the ball, now with Bown. Spittle to Bown, back down to Hall. Bown again. Oh, Ma just fumbled and under a lot of pressure now. Ryder Thomas, good use of the body there. That is great work by the young man to get that one back. 1 minute on the shot clock. That penalty is almost done. Maher at the top wants the ball back. Nichols with a long pass to Hall. That would have been pretty, but that's a very long pass to make by Bailey Nichols. Almost hit it though. Almost. But this is some of the creative and exciting play we've seen from the youngsters, Shendell.
Yeah, awesome. They trusted each other to make that pass. So I think, again, they've got nothing to lose, so why wouldn't you give it a crack?
Amen. Smith with the ball. Gets it to Lua. Lua now. Getting pushed out hard there by O'Day.
No Parrott on his shoulder today.
Oh, great work by O'Day to force the pass into the middle by Gibbs. Now the big whack across the arm of Hewitt. Assad just keeping that one in. Oh, the dangerous pass. Not quite good enough, and Seeger can't keep it in. All that hard work again. Just undone by silly little mistakes that'll they'll be able to get out over time.
Yeah, but good stick in the middle there. Sees the ball knocked down, picked up there by Victoria A. That's North over, and he's trying to clear now. But that's just bounced over the defender. Got to chase down the ball here. Got a defender coming to the bench. He's got to turn around and go and collect.
That's off blue. That'll go white. I thought it was off blue, but the official was right there. So that's off white. Ball will go blue. Jet Lure puts his head down for a little bit of a charge and walks straight past. Down to Jewel.
Hey, get one of your 13 other sticks. There you go.
Buchanan now.
Interesting, you can hear
Crawford.
the
Gibbs.
coaching staff having a laugh with the players here from Vic A.
Lure turns around, finds Gibbs. Gibbs has got Crawford. Crawford down to McCard, and they slow things down a bit. McCard uses the pick. No roll. Hands are free. Shot goes off, but it goes off wide. Backed up by Jewel.
Still 43 seconds on the shot clock here for Victoria.
Jewel has Seeger to beat. Does good. Hands off to Buchanan, who gets it off to Gibbs. Comes off the top of his stick. Is that going out? It is going out. That's a Vic A ball.
And a good place to go out of bounds. Actually went out at the midline. So they're just starting on this midline here. They want to start quick. What they've got to be mindful of is the substitutions being made by Victoria, that they're not going to attack the ball and jump in from the back. But they're fine.
So they actually need to start the ball from the wing line when the ball goes out of bounds there. So does give them a bit of room. Butler gets it to Thomas. To Cliff. Cliff has short sticker in Smith. Smith's been pretty good today. I've been impressed with his defence. Spittle can't keep the ball in. Another pass. Just letting the boys down. That man Smith has the ball. He's got Spittle to beat. And Thomas now. Both players there holding him up. He looks up, finds Buchanan. Buchanan now trying to get the ball down to Jewel, but can't, so turns around and finds Newbury instead. McGee. Down to Crawford. Over to Jewel. Up to Buchanan, and we've gone full circle.
Yeah, it's just this where they're setting their positions up. Oh, good little almost disruption there by the Vic A defender.
McGee rolls inside, has Gibbs he could have passed to. I would have loved to have seen that ball go to Gibbs. And now we're going, the ball being brought in by the Vics. Crawford tries to get past two, does so. Getting his hands all tangled up. Great work by Vic A. Gibbs getting it high to McGee.
I thought that would have been close to a ward there.
Yeah, could have been.
His hands were tangled, but it was also up in the air.
Yep.
Penalty on the play?
Yeah, he's broken his stick too, the young fella. Remy Butler will cop a cross check, I imagine. Did slide up across the back of his opponent's head, so he's urgently looking for his replacement. Dad comes in and goes, bugger, that's going to cost me $300 for a new shaft.
Apparently he was already asking Dad to go shopping.
So he had weakened that one already. It might be the head. Might be the head that's broken, actually. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, so we're just trying to work out who's going to take the penalty here. Looks like True Spittle's going to come off.
Cliff Butler just inspecting his son's stick now, seeing if it's repairable.
Yeah, it was actually the head, not the shaft, so that's only $150.
Ball was just going to make its way around the... Oh, no, they're just going to step down and shoot. Sorry, I thought they were going to start circling the ball again, but that ball's gone out of bounds, so it was shot by Buchanan, backed up by Jewel.
Yeah, don't mind that from Buchanan. If no one's going to come to you, well, then why not take the shot? McGee now will bring that in. Up to Jewel. Newbury. Gibbs. Good ball movement. Buchanan. McCard. Up to Newbury. Not Newbury. Gibbs shoots and scores! That was actually stick side high, that shot, but doing enough to beat Deus Assad. And it turns out that if you write to us on the Lacrosse Network about a young man, he will actually score a goal to say thank you.
Apparently so. Luke Gibbs, his family in New Zealand. That one's for you guys.
We'll dedicate that one. More than happy to dedicate that one. So, no, Luke Gibbs, like we were saying, if no one's going to step out to you on a man up, why not take the shot? And he did that and had a great shot. 2 minutes, bit over 2 minutes remaining in this quarter. So, Vic A will be looking to get one for to finish this game on a high. They will play in a placement game tomorrow, 3v4.
Right now we don't know who their opponent is, but timeout called by Vic White as their defender was being triple teamed there.
Yeah,
so good use of the timeout that last 2 minutes.
Malachi Carney just like a pinball, a ball in a pinball machine getting pushed around by some of those Navy Blues. But really exciting, Victoria A. I mean, all the game's been all of the Navy Blues, but Victoria A through Fabian Hall, Thomas, he's been great. Assad's been good in the goals. Bailey Nichols, I've really liked the way he's moved, and also True Spittle. It's been a great display of what's to come for Victorian men's lacrosse. And for Victoria, you've got all these guys that have played some great lacrosse. Makard, Lua, Gibbs. Struce hasn't had to do too much in the cage, but I know he's a great goalie and will have plenty to do. And let's not forget the man in the centre, Sam Tonelli. He has been fantastic all tournament, Shindell.
Yeah, to be fair, he's been challenged a little bit today by Cliff, I think. But overall, he is definitely the standout for the face-off position. We've got the WA women behind us starting their warm-up for the game this afternoon. Yet to see the Victorian women out on the grass, or here they come now on the far side. You might be able to see them walking past the ambulance down the Victorian goalkeeper's end of the field, if you can see that on the camera.
Ball's going to start high with Nichols for Victoria A, the white shirts. Looks like we're just running the penalty down. So the shot clock has been brought in to stop the stall, and it's been brought in to stop the slow clear. But what do we do now? We're going to sit here for a minute and talk about how good these two lads can pass the ball to each other.
The penalty has been released, so you saw Templeton go over the line, and then number 64 Rosen come onto the field there. And here we go, Fabian Hall. That one's gone wide.
Yeah, that one went wide, unfortunately for Fabian, but did well to get his hands free as backed up by the Navy Blues.
I would say that was drawn up, though, specifically by Nick Kilo. He had a plan there, worked out how much time, killed the clock, and then got into their motion. Just wasn't able to stick it.
So ball is going to start with Smith. Smith, long pass over and across the field. Dangerous to Newbury. He can't hold on to it. Oh, Ma tries to flick it over to 27, Zemenchev.
So it looked like possibly... I'm trying to watch the over and back here. The ball's just going back and forth over the midline.
That's actually 70 seconds, so 20 seconds. So a number of things could have happened with that over and back, Shendell. If they don't clear it, if they clear it with 10 seconds, they've still got 10 seconds. And if
Yep.
they go back over, it's not over and back.
Okay, because that's what I was going. It's going back and forth, back and
Yeah.
forth, back and forth. And then I realised the ball wasn't checked into the offence for Vic Blue either.
So, yeah. So right now at 60 seconds, you hear the referees go under, and that's when the over and back comes into play.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just saw obviously the restraining line too comes into that over and back, that rule. So when you check the ball in over past the restraining line.
Crawford gets his hands free and shoots. Makes no mistake of that one and puts one more in for Victoria. Good work by Crawford. Just found enough space that he could get onto that 11-metre arc. Very hard to save a goal from there. Assad's been great, but he's had a ton of work to do. He's probably feeling a bit fatigued.
Yeah, I would say so. He's had a big day. Got his mum here to our left. She's a very proud mum of Hassan. And
She should be proud. He's had a great game.
she's listening to the Australian Lacrosse Network while she's watching the game. It's like a radio for her, like being at the footy.
Tonelli trying to get that ball in his stick, but held well. Interference on blue there, so ball will go the way of Vic A, the white shirts. About a minute to go in the game. Cliff bringing the ball in, gets it over to Thomas. Thomas now just slowing things down. Probably want to get the last play of the day. Bound with the ball now. Gets it down to Hull.
Swings it to the top, back
Up
through
to
Thomas.
Thomas. They've tried to do a bit too much, unfortunately. And Cliff cannot keep the ball in. It does keep the ball in. Great pressure. They're now playing hard as nails, and Thomas is going to have the ball. Great pickup by Thomas. Can the white team get the last shot of the day and score a goal? Cliff now tries to beat a player, gets it out, just slowing things down. There's still a couple of seconds to go. No, yeah, a couple literally. I think the whistle's about to go. But great bit of play there by the Vic A team. The shot does come. It's Kendall, and he puts it wide. No backup. And the navy blue team will finish the game with the ball in their stick as the umpire, or the official rather, referee, just counts down the last seconds of this game. Smith with the ball. What's he going to do? He's just going to hold it and allow the game to play out. Victoria running out winners against their counterparts, Victoria A, 17 goals to 5. And even though it was a big margin, those Victoria A boys should be proud of the way they played. They did a great job.
Yeah, no, I think they actually had a pretty good game. I think they did have skill errors. That just comes with age and maturity. So, but overall, I think Victoria, the blue team, have solidified themselves going into this championship final tomorrow. They did a great job. Hopefully, they're supportive of the Vic A team in their final tomorrow. Supporting the little brothers, who are going to be their teammates probably next year and the following year's time. So,
great work by Victoria A, but awesome job by Victoria. They've been strong all weekend. Go through undefeated straight to the grand final where they'll play South Australia or WA. That game is the final game of the day here at the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. MVPs.
I'm looking now, and I think Crawford, number 5, was pretty good for Victoria. I always like the work of Tonelli, but I think he's probably been a hot favourite for MVP so many times this week because of that. Struth, also pretty good in the cage. If I'm looking at the white team, I would say Ashton Cliff for me, or Ethan Ma.
For me, I really like Jet Lure.
Okay.
I thought he's played pretty well. Only got a couple of goals today, but he's had some really good work ethic up and down the field.
Sorry. I forgot my magic man, Fabian Hall.
Yes, he was great for Victoria A, and I'm really upset that you found his name because I was going to tip him myself, but
Shotgun.
Go for it. I've really enjoyed Bailey Nichols.
Yes, very good.
He's great down there in the offense, and Bailey hasn't scored as many goals as I probably thought he might have, but the one goal he did get today was a cracker. So I will go Bailey Nichols for me, and Jet Lewis. So look, could go any which way, we haven't had a lot of success this weekend calling MVPs.
Yeah, the difference is, like, again, we don't know what task players have been set.
Yeah.
So unless we were sitting in the locker rooms hearing what people have been told what their role is, we're just kind of going, oh, we thought this was good.
Yep.
But there could have been a player who was asked to play specifically shutting out Fabian, or playing like Tonelli to say, we want you to be drawing your face off behind or sweeping to the front or whatever that's going to look like. So it could just come down to coaches asking of tasks and picking their MVPs that way. But we will find out right now.
So we've got the Western Australian ladies just warming up in front of us here. They're up and about. They'll be pretty confident, having beaten Victoria already. But as we saw yesterday, you cannot ever let your foot off the pedal with the Vics. They will come hard.
Absolutely agree. We've got the players now lining up with the coaches for the MVPs of this match. As you can see, the WA parents just swarming in on the bench next to us, ready for the girls' game that's coming.
We've got the Vic A coaches having a chat first. Number 7, Max Macard, the lefty. He also has had a great tournament, Max Macard. So congratulations to you, Max.
And for Vic A, just waiting to see a shirt move.
Keep an eye on number 34 down the end, Shendell.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking out for.
Hey, there he is. Fabian Hall, MVP for Victoria A. Congratulations to you, Fabian. And congratulations to you, Shendell. You got one.
Boom. Just like that, mic drop.
Great game by Fabian Hall as he accepts the MVP for his team. 4 goals to that young fella. And also Max Marcard for Victoria. This has been Victoria A. 17 goals to Victoria, 5 to Victoria A. My name's Pete Greenholz. I've been joined by Shendell Oliver. Production, Blake Billsborough and Jackson Bybee up on the camera. So from the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club.
It was actually Henry on the camera.
My apologies, Henry. Sorry, Henry. Henry was up there on the cam. From the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club, we bid you adieu, and we'll see you real soon for this next game of Western Australia versus Victoria in Division 1 Women. See you soon.